Hey there, cutie pie. We're going to go through some very basic news as to what's been happening lately so you have an overview. It is a bunch of baloney and nothing. We have CZ making a comment saying that Binance is way ahead of the game on US regulations. They also had an employee from Binance walk off. We don't know if that means anything that's going on under the surface, but if we want to have a look, we would look at the BNB price. And the BNB price right now is in this floaty McFloat zone. It's $213. A lot of people are watching it. A lot of people think it's just going to come and kaput back down. But there's a lot of things we don't know. For example, Binance owns a lot of the coins. We do actually know that. So the market cap might be much higher than like what it's stated is probably much higher than what it really is. You also have the fact that everybody needs to hold the Binance coin for the trading fees. And, I mean, it helps. Binance make billions of dollars. They can rotate profits in. We don't have any evidence or any inkling that there were any debts to do with Binance. And personally, I know a lot of people want to fight it to zero, but I think after what happened in 2022, how everybody was over leveraged, everybody did the ding-dong behavior, especially FTX, I firmly believe if there was anyone with any concern, Binance would have went taken down. Because they would have withdrawn all their money, and by the way, billions of dollars did, and Binance still have a very healthy treasury. You can see it all on chain. The market doesn't give everybody a free pass. It's not like one dude goes to zero, FTX with SBF, right? He was banging everybody on the beanbags. It's not like the market goes, okay, let's go completely ignore this risk for every other exchange. Nope. It tried to send everybody to zero. But we're still going to watch this chart. You never know. Markets can surprise you. You can come back, dip down. You just never know. Or we're just looking at a big, nice base. As long as you're just aware of the potential risk of what's going on. On the Bitcoin chart itself, we're still sideways. I mean, if we want to measure it out, friends, we have been here for 6 months. It's been 175 days. We've literally been going sideways for 6 months. But this is what happens in the year before the Bitcoin halvening. So in 2022, it was the year of we're all going to zero and it's over. 2023 is the year that we've recovered, but we never get euphoric. There is enough hope and disbelief resets to make everybody stay on their toes. You notice with this first rally, we had hope. Then we had disbelief. This was the USDC depegging here. Then we had hope again. That was Pepe's run. Then there was disbelief. The corrupt SEC came for crypto. Then we had hope again. It was BlackRock applying for the ETF. Then we came back down here. What was it? Scamming, disbelief again. Have you noticed this? Hope, disbelief, hope, disbelief. Rinse, 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 rinse. How many more is there to go? Traditionally, in the previous bear markets, there were a total of about 4 to 5 total rinses. We might find, I'm just guessing, that when the BlackRock ETF gets approved, a run up to 42,000 happens. And where do I get that number? In every single cycle, if you draw a Fibonacci from the top to the bottom of the cycle, in 3 out of 3 occasions, Bitcoin has recovered the 50% fib before the Bitcoin halvening at some point. It has tapped it. Now, I don't know if the cycle is going to repeat again. I would like it to, because that means we might get the road to the heavens. But if we do, maybe we get that fourth hope and disbelief. Because if we go up there, everybody's going to say, I hope that BlackRock ETF is just the start of the bull run. And then we might find out, uh-oh. You never know. That might happen, friends. Like, or come back down to 30K. There's another disbelief run. That would be 4. So you had 1, 2, 3. That might be the 4th one. And then we're ready. But guess what? There's probably going to be one more. I remember the final launch, which was actually here. You see this little candle part here? This was actually DeFi 2020. DeFi and then bang. And everybody thought it was over. Literally, I'm not joking. Everybody thought we're doing this. Everybody. So that might happen again. This was the final hope and then disbelief again. That was actually the very final one. So there's 2 more rinses to go. That's what I think. One of them is going to be around the Bitcoin halvening, and then one of them is going to be after that. The party might end because of an exogenous factor, but we don't know. What I mean by exogenous factor, you never know. Stock market rolling over. Like, you never know when we come up here and then, oh no, stock market's rolling over. We drop 50%. You never know. Something like that happens. We're just drawing squiggly lines at the end of the day. See, we can't control any of this. I just want you to make sure that your bags are packed. You've done everything you can. Everybody has had plenty of time to accumulate. Don't forget, buried all over crypto are all these traps. It's so hard, man. It's just so hard. There is no mathematical formula, but that's why I really believe we're going to get rewarded with some massive upside because, you know, with companies, no one's going to give you Apple stock for $1 because everybody knows the game. And if they gave you Apple for $1, you could literally look at their balance sheet and say, wait a minute, how are you giving me Apple stock for $1 when it's like whatever it is, 180 bucks or whatever, $200, when they're making profit and they own assets? I can see this. This makes no sense for it to be $1. See, in crypto, there's none of that. In crypto, we have to make the rules. That's why you like, subscribe, bell button. I appreciate every single one of you. We got to make the book. We have to look at how many people are in the network. We have to find that information. A lot of people want that information given to them. Well, surprise, surprise. That's why you watch me. I find it and I report it. I cover it for you. This is what crypto is all about. You have the network effects. This is a globe with a network. That's really important. It's the people. The people are actually the asset. The community is the asset. The people, the nodes. It's not that little code thing. Although the code's very important, just in case you don't have a bug that takes it all to zero. Where one person... See, if there's a bug, what happens is everybody has trust in the treasury, which is a liquidity pool pretty much. So if there's a bug, one person can just like run off with all the goods of the city. You've given them the keys. They've stolen all the gold out of the vault. So there's all these problems that can arise. That's why we have to navigate it to our best ability. GALA Games. Bad things happening. GALA Games recently, right? One of the founders sued the other dude because the other dude unlocked $130 million in coins and was freaking dumping on everyone, man. Here we have it here. Internal issues for GALA. Now, I don't know if this is the full story because we know from Hex, PulseChain community, and other coins out there where the media doesn't give you the full truth because they're just people writing, journalists, FUD, whatever it is. And we know there's never a full story reported. So I don't know if there is here, but it doesn't look good. You don't like if someone's going to dump, I want them to be a community member because then it's free, open, and fair, even though it sucks. I don't want it to be like an insider founder who's been promising the world. That's just me. Accusations of the founders dumping this person. Right? It's not a good look. But you never know. Are they building stuff? I personally don't know how much they've built, but I know their valuation was high in that previous bull market. This is something you got to think about. Here I am to remind everybody. Note, in crypto, everybody dumps. I've made a video literally called Everybody Dumps. But you just have to think about which community is going to survive the dump. A head figure of GALA dumping, it's predatory and twisted. $130 million. All right? In other communities, you need to check the survivability of the network. That's why I like websites such as ThePulseTube. We can see. So, of course, there's no formula, friends, but we can see. There are 143 accounts here. 143 people. Oh my God, it's me! Funny with the buy Bitcoin sign. I have 100% faith when green candles return, most of these people are going to have a strong libido boost. I'm looking at you, Benny. Everybody is going to be very excited. Financially, mentally, sexually. Everyone's going to be really excited and going to be talking about their bags and promoting the community and making videos and populating YouTube. Doesn't take a genius to kind of see this. It's so easy to see. But I understand in crypto, we don't really have that confidence because sometimes when coins go down a lot, the community feels betrayed and the network effect dissolves. These people are still here. You know what's something that will increase the probability? A lot of them have the logo in their name. Free Speech has PulseChain logo. Freddy Quotes has Hex in the background. You see this? Gen Hex, literally, in the name. You see? There's a lot of people, Hex and Portuguese. You see? This is something good. This is how You can increase your probability. Hex to learn. Hex Asians. Exceeding expectations. This is great. They've commoditized. Hexagon Girl. They've commoditized the logo, the name. Even Mr. Hexy Bastard will be with other meme communities covering the ecosystem and Pulse chain as well. So this is our edge. This is our competitive edge. I know it actually doesn't sound wild, right? It's so much more simple than you think, because people think like, oh, I want to be like Mr. Dipcatcher and figure out all these super complex coding stuff for the chain. No, we don't actually need that, man. That's important. It's really great, but we don't actually really need it. All you got to do is we really peanut brains. And let's draw a peanut brain here to just signify, right? There we go. There we go. So that's what we're looking at, man. We're looking at all these people and just imagining, all right, if it gets exciting, are they going to come and shill Litecoin? Are they going to come and talk to the 200 million Bitcoin holders and try to become the 201st million Bitcoin holders? Are they going to come talk about Tesla stonks? Are they going to come talk about JPEGs? No. You know what they're going to talk about. Well, you never really know anything. It's just very high probability that we're on the right side of history here. That's why it's really important to look at this information that I provide for you. Well, you do. That's why you're my baby doll forever. You have also this undertone bullish news. You have the London Stock Exchange, the LSE, drawing plans for blockchain assets. Now, this is just one of those like background bullish news that lets you know that the cycle is continuing. This is like when you read this news, a lot of people skip this stuff, but this is actually, okay, this is the year before Bitcoin halvening stuff. They're like, okay, we're drawing the plans now. In the Bitcoin halvening, by the way, if the price goes up, I'm not kidding, they'll have literally like the CEO of the London Stock Exchange like making full-on interviews going like, blockchain's the future. Like they'll actually be talking like that, getting full excited. They'll be saying, that's it, we're putting a crypto index on the exchange. That's how excited they'll get, because they see so much money coming in and they want a piece of the action. They want the volume and the trading and the hedging. That comes later. You also saw on-chain drama alert. Vitalik got butthurt from Rune, dumping the maker coins. So this is just part of those cyclical teething issues, the year before Bitcoin halvening stuff. And here we have CZ asking us we're hiring. This is all part of the game. It really does remind me of 2019. It really does. You see these bullish undertones, friends? I've mentioned in my videos before, during this year, 2019, and then before the Bitcoin halvening, before the zombie virus, there were these like little random pieces of news that would get pushed out by a couple of influencers, or like PayPal thinking of adding Bitcoin, you know, like random stuff. PayPal integrating XYZ. Just one name will drop. And by the way, like it was so dry back in because it was not mainstream anywhere near to what it is today. You didn't have cybernetic hornet's nest until he started buying here. So we would clutch onto these little news. And that's how I knew like, oh, wow, my thesis is probably playing out. That's great. But now we still have it playing here. It's just that, unfortunately, not enough people gave up on Bitcoin to give us the asymmetric upside. Because remember, markets, it's not about whether you're going to flip heads or tails in the market. It's about everybody's positioning. Everybody is positioned for a super blow-off Bitcoin up-only run. So if everybody's positioned for it and we don't meet expectations, you know it's going to be very, very vicious on the way down if it happens. If BlackBerry scam us. Roca Negra. But there is a chance that they're positioned for an emphatic run and we go up and then we actually do get a bit of a euphoria run. But look how small this arrow is. Because everybody's already positioned for it to go up and be euphoric, when it actually comes, you only have like this final little blow off, like little tiny little tick up. You don't actually get anything giant. What you want is to be buying stuff that everybody calls an outright Ponzi piece of trash scam where you know there's a lot of people in here. Because once the market realizes that it's wrong, it doesn't just come and stop at fair value. It will significantly overshoot fair value. That's the game we're playing for. Don't forget, you are a disciple of protein. You'll always be my friend. Make sure you tell mom and dad the Bitcoin halvening is approaching. And we are going to make it. Like, subscribe, bell button, all friends. I'm going to catch you in the next one.